So it's currently November, and it'll be like the last time I'll see the leaves green. So I decided to come out outside, a little bit more different format than usual, but just to see how, just to feel the energy, the ambiance might be a little bit different. But first and foremost, gotta give thanks to God. You know, today's a beautiful day. But the topic I want to cover today is self-improvement. You know, a lot of people, they strive to be something great, much more greater than, say, a family member or someone that puts them down. They want to be great. Everyone in life wants to be great, but the truth is that not a lot of people know that they're capable of doing so. It's honestly so true. A lot of people in life won't be there for you to lift you up and put you forward, but a lot of people will be there to put you down. But honestly, that's what's a good thing about life, is that there's going to be challenges and there's going to be consequences to those challenges. You know, whether you do something good to get a good input back, or you do something bad to get a bad input back, it's all important, you know, at the end of the day, to remember that that's the aspect of life. Love, you know, the topic of love, it's I know it's not February yet, but it's a very hard thing. You know, a lot of people struggle with this love. You know, loving your neighbor, loving yourself, loving people around you, especially those who put you down. You know, loving them is a hard thing. A lot of people love to hate, but they hate to love, and it's the truth. You know, not a lot of people can love too. A lot of people don't know how to love, you know, but that's why we're here as a society, is to teach each other to love one another, to help serve another, you know, not to be there to kiss each other's feet, you know, and wipe each other's, but, you know, to be there to love another. You know, it's important to understand that people, they don't understand how to love. That's why us, you know, us people, us brothers and sisters, you know, we got to teach each other how to love. We got to teach each other how to lift another one up, especially, you know, during the hard times that we are going right now, despite the political issues or wars going on. You know, right now is a very crucial moment in time where we got to learn how to love one another. And it starts with yourself. It starts with learning how to love yourself, so you can put that upon others. And you might be thinking, well, you know, hey Breezy, you know, I don't know how to love myself. You know, it comes, and that's the sad truth. Some people don't know how to love themselves because a lot of people weren't loved. But it starts realizing, okay, well, what's some attributes that a lot of people like about me? Well, maybe I'm funny, or maybe a lot of people think I know to put a smile on another person's face when they're down. You know, you got to think about those attributes. You got to be like, you know what, that is a good characteristic about myself that I love. And you got to think to yourself, okay, well, if I'm born with this X amount of attributes, you know, this is what makes me as a character. This is what builds me as a human being, the one that God created. Now, you got to think about those. And you also got to think, you know, you're made with a purpose. A lot of people die, and there's millions of dollars buried in the ground. That's what my mom always used to tell me. She always told me, son, there's millions of dollars buried in the ground, because a lot of people die with their ideas. They die without sharing them, without telling, you know, loved ones, you know, hey, I got this idea, maybe we could start something like this. And it's the sad truth. Sometimes when it comes to loving others, you got to be the first one to take a step. Now, you can't force love upon others, but you can always love them, even if they don't love you back. It's called, you know, respect. You know, I might have a really good friend, and we might be hanging out a lot, you know, and we might get along. But let's say they do something I don't personally agree with, and they might hurt myself or hurt people around me that are close that also don't agree with that. And I might confront them and be like, you know, hey, bro, I don't really respect, you know, what you're doing, and I know this isn't you. And they might be like, oh, bro, you don't know me. We might get into a quarrel, and it might lead to something that's ugly and not pretty. And in order for me to love someone enough, I gotta be willing, even if it doesn't, you know, apply with me, no matter if they're my friend or not, if it's gonna affect me in the end, I gotta learn how to love that person enough to let them go. You know, even if they are my best friend for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, I gotta love that person enough to let them go. It might hurt for a little bit, but it's gonna be a benefit and all. And who knows, that person might come around. You never know, really. But it just takes a lot of love to let people go, you know. And I learned that a lot in life. Letting people go leads to success. I mean, me personally, I don't talk to many people, but learning how to love, especially over the years, has allowed me to let those people in my life to let go. And honestly, I'm very happy with my life, even though I may not have a lot of people I associate myself with. It leads me a lot of happiness and peace. And plus, it leads me to opportunities to spend time like this with you, God, you know, in the presence of nature and its beauty. You know, a lot of things don't last, especially, like, for example, seasons. I'm sitting under a willow tree for one reason. It's one of my favorite trees, and two, it's not going to be here for long. The leaves are eventually going to die, and although it's going to be sad, the moments that I spent under it was very nice. It was very pleasing. It was very relaxing. But I got to remember that opportunities under the willow tree is going to come back around. I just got to understand that there's certain seasons in life that are meant for this moment and certain seasons of life meant for that moment. You might be in a season right now where it's like, I don't feel love at all. I don't feel like there's a lot of people in my life that could love me. But you got to remember, you can't do a lot. Like I've said in previous videos, you can't do a lot about what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen or what's happened before. But what you can do is now. And you got to learn how to love yourself now. A lot of people aren't going to be there for you. But if you learn how to love yourself, bro, you're winning, man. Because you yourself is what can change. You can't stop no one really in this world. But what you can stop is you. You can only put yourself to so much. You know, you can only set yourself to a limit. It's only when the lights go out is when, you know, your limit has exceeded. But yeah, just love yourself, man. Just love yourself. That's where it starts. Oh yeah, I forgot. I brought my Bible with me, and I thought I'd share a couple verses before we head out to our next destination. And yeah. All right, the verse I had to save, I kind of wrote it down. I thought I had to save it because I thought it was really good. It goes something like this. It's Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those trained by it. I may have butchered that verse a little bit, but you guys get the point. Those who go through discipline, it ain't something nice. It ain't nothing pretty. It's molds you into something that, you know, at the time, you don't even want to see what it's going to do. You know, you might feel like the training's not worth it, you know, but most athletes, they got to go through hard training, but it makes them to a powerful machine. You know, for you, it may be a lack of love right now in your season, as with the topic I'm going with, but it's going to train you into a person to love others. You know, it's going to teach you how to apply that love to others. Like, for example, when you most needed it, you're going to be able to see that in others and apply that love, you know, so that way they don't feel alone. Just learn, you know, that the training that you're going through, the discipline that you're going through is going to be something that's going to help benefit others, even if it's not yourself. At the end of the day, God put us on this earth to serve one another and to be there for one another. So, you know, why not? All right, I think it's about time that we head out. We got quite a ways to our next destination, but yeah, let's get to it. All right, we're here at McDonald's. We're just gonna take a little break here, get a little bit of a charge. I know there's a thrift store right next door, and then we're gonna work a little bit, and then yeah. So basically a little energy break. Give you a little montage, and then we'll head to the next spot. All right, a little wash. All right, let's order something.
Strawberry or apple?
I haven't had the strawberry. I'll try that. I'll try the strawberry. Here it comes. Okay, sweet. Thank you. All right, guys. Here's the pie. Oh, shoot, man. All right, let's see. Strawberry. I normally get apple, but I wanted to try to see how it tastes. Oh, shoot. Hot. Great customer service, by the way. Awesome. Shout out to the manager here at McDonald's. Oh yeah, I could definitely see me hitting this in the morning. That, make sure you guys get a strawberry pie at McDonald's. Gas. Alright. Hmm. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Alright, heading to the next spot. Well, guys, turns out the thrift store was closed. I mean, it just goes to show that you can't, you know, expect everything. I'll definitely come back for a later video, or a future video, I mean. But for now, we'll just enjoy the rest of the day. The sun's going down. But yeah, enjoy the montage on the way home. I'll see you guys when we get there. And we made home. You know, today was a beautiful day, and honestly, I thank God every day, even though I'm sweating, the ability to still be alive and to be able to skate. Even though I'm not crazy good at it yet, it still is a blessing. So I'll leave you guys with this. Keep loving, keep laughing. You know, times may get hard, but just keep going. It's worth it. And with that, that'll be the end of it. End of today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.